Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in and checking out the video. Now, today is going to be talking about the highly controversial issue between Nick Diaz versus the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Now, for those of you who haven't heard, Nick Diaz has been suspended for 5 years and was also fined over 100 grand. Now, when you think the Nevada State Athletic Commission couldn't get any worse at their job, well, they just did. And to me, it's extremely disappointing that a guy like Nick Diaz, who's been in the sport of MMA for a number of years, puts on very exciting fights for the fans. Huge loss to the MMA community with this suspension. And this is a guy who's been training his whole life in this, put a lot of time and effort into the sport. And basically, somebody from the Nevada State Athletic Commission, a committee of them, is going to tell him that basically his career is done. Because ultimately, when you look at it, 5 years, realistically, Nick Diaz's MMA career is done. I think it's absolutely disgusting. And we're going to talk about some of the hypocrisy that goes on. Now, let's talk about the issue here. So we have John Jones, who's leading up to his fight. He gets caught with cocaine in his system, yet is still allowed to fight against Daniel Cormier. You got Josh Barnett, who is a repeated PED user, failed multiple tests for that. This guy is still being licensed to fight in Nevada right now. And Chael Sonnen, a guy who's admitted to all kinds of different PEDs, he was only suspended for 2 years. And also, Nevada State Athletic Commission is giving guys, allowing them to use TRT, which definitely has some performance enhancing effects to it, in my opinion. And they're going to sit here and tell us that Nick Diaz should be suspended for 5 years because of his test. Now, let's talk about the test that Nick Diaz actually failed. Let's get on that point. This is highly important. So, Nick Diaz actually passed two WADA approved testing, and he failed one that was an undocumented lab, basically wasn't WADA approved, and that was the one that the Nevada State Athletic Commission is making the big deal about and is fining him, basically suspending him and fining him for 5 years. So to me, I don't agree with that testing measure at all. So World Anti-Doping Association, he passed two of those tests, and you're telling me the third one is the one he's getting in trouble for, and that's not even by them who administered the test? To me, that's complete bullshit, and I think they got a real case in fighting this against the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Now, what this was ultimately was, it was the Nevada State Athletic Commission. They don't like how Nick Diaz acts. He doesn't play the games. He doesn't want to be the poster boy, be the respectful, classy guy. That's why I love the Diaz brothers. These guys just tell you straight up how they feel. They're not putting on an act for anybody. And they're anti-establishment. I love it. And hopefully Nick Diaz continues fighting this case. He's got the support of a ton of the MMA community over this injustice. And you look, Anderson Silva, he failed the steroids test. 6 months. I mean, it's ridiculous. You're getting pissed at guys for using marijuana, which is legal in some states and also decriminalized, and yet you're letting PED users get off on a free pass. And that's the standard that you're going to set in Nevada State Athletic Commission. And the way they handled the test is also another joke. So lots of issues going on here. And you've seen the outcry from the fighters. They all support Nick Diaz. They think it's ridiculous. And I definitely think he's going to get that suspension overturned eventually. They're definitely on a witch hunt for Nick Diaz. And I loved it when he sat up there and he just said Fifth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Fifth Amendment. Diaz brothers all the way. These guys are awesome. And I hope they keep up that same type of attitude they had and never change that, because we need more people like them standing up for what they believe in. And all the best to Nick Diaz in his fight against this bullshit Nevada State Athletic Commission. I'm going to post underneath a petition for you guys if you want to sign it. If you believe in basically what has been done to him is a wrong, like I do and so many others do. You can definitely check it out, sign it. Also, I'm going to post, Nick Diaz shared some pretty personal stuff. Might change your opinion on him. Also, I'm going to post underneath, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And best of luck to Nick Diaz. Free Nick Diaz.